Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day as always. Sitting behind me is Gary's beautiful 2019 C7 Z06, 11,000 miles on the odometer. Shipped it to us from Missouri. This is the second one we've done this week from Missouri. He got our complete 1,000 horsepower package, minus a few little mods. Let me pop the hood and I'll show you exactly what we did to this one.
Experience the thrill of unrivaled performance. Our team of experts takes your ride to the next level. From horsepower gains to custom enhancements, we deliver results. Late Model Racecraft. We talking or we racing?
All right, guys, so Gary's beautiful white 2019 C7 Z06, still low miles. I think it just turned 11,000 on the odometer. He wants a nice weekend toy, wants to chop it idle. He talked about, just doing 60 to 130 bursts here and there, not drag racing the car, not road racing the car, just a fun weekend toy. So we essentially went with what we call our 1,000 horsepower package, but we did not put ported CNC cylinder heads on it like our package normally includes. So just a way to save a little bit of money. Like we say on all of our videos, if you watch it, guys, we do have our packages, but we can tailor them for each individual customer depending on their needs and goals. And for him in particular, 800 rear wheel horsepower is more than enough on pump gas, and that's exactly what we got him. So pop the hood. First thing you see, we get rid of the 1.7 liter supercharger. We install the Magnuson 2650, makes it very efficient for him to make his 60 to 130, even 60 to 100 blasts over and over again, and it still make 800 horsepower every time he gets on it. Y'all can see the nice valve covers on it as well. We powder coated them red to make it look a little bit good under the hood, a little bit better than stock. We always run the billet valve covers with the Magnusons. It makes it fit better because of the way the coils have to relocate. You have to lower them down. Again, the cylinder heads did come off. Obviously, we have to change all the lifters out, valve springs. Everything else gets done to the cylinder heads. The only thing that does not get done to the cylinder heads was the actual port work for the intake runner and the exhaust runner. Everything else gets done to it as a ported head would. Next thing up, guys, from the supercharger, we get the larger snout on it, the larger throttle body, and as always, the big gulp. We call it the big 5-inch Roto-Fab cold air induction system. We have a lower ATI balancer to spin the supercharger harder, as well as the supercharger pulley for the combination on pump gas. This thing's making everything roughly 16 pounds of boost. It might have peaked 17, but I'll call it 16 pounds of boost with 800 rear wheel horsepower safely on 93 octane. As always, American Racing headers, high flow cats, factory mufflers, and y'all can see our very nice LMR breather that we install on most of our high horsepower stuff. Y'all can see it right there, relieves all the crankcase pressure, comes from each valve cover and from the valley, fills up the can, and then vents out to the atmosphere so you don't have anything smelling inside the cab. On the outside, man, we've been doing a lot of C7 Z07s lately. For those of you that don't know what that means, y'all can see the carbon brakes, carbon ceramic brakes front and rear on this thing. And the other one we did also had the adjustable wing. He just has the regular, I think it's like a stage 2 wing on the back of it. But it is a Z07 with the carbon brakes on it. And like I said, we do a lot of these Z06s. It's funny, like I said, I think there's 3 Z07s, all, I think 2 whites and 1 black at the shop we just finished this week. 2 of them were from Missouri, which was pretty crazy. So Toyos all the way around, front and back, so we'll have no traction problems. That way when he gets this thing back, he'll be able to hop in it, start it, enjoy it, go drive it, beat on it from low speeds, and have good traction at doing it. So I'll shut up, I'll stop my rambling, let me start it. I want y'all to hear the camshaft, hear it at idle, and then we'll go for a quick test drive and I'll show you how well in this 100-degree weather it works. Even with the Toyos on it, we'll be able to actually use it in second gear, where if we had the factory tire on it, there's a regular, like a regular Michelin, first and second gear would be absolutely useless. With this package, you can actually use it in second gear. And second, third, and fourth in this car feels absolutely awesome. Let me fire it up now.
Did you go dyno numbers?
No, I did not. So, like I said, this one has no cylinder heads on it, so the engine's not as efficient as it would be with the ported heads, but it's still 800 rear wheel horsepower, 672 rear wheel torque, over 230 rear wheel horsepower gain on 93 octane. His did baseline 561, which is pretty good. Usually they base on like 540 through the automatic, some as low as 530, but between 530 and 550 is average. So his did baseline pretty well. In the after numbers, y'all can see it's pulling all the way up to 6,900. So we'll probably shift this thing almost at 7,000 RPMs. It looks really good. And then for those of you guys that don't know, all of our customers get a goodie bag. So we got shirts in here for them, hoodies in here for them, license plate frames. We always give key tags for everybody. All of our customers get goodie bags as well as dyno sheets. And then also, which isn't in here yet, a maintenance schedule on what to do to their vehicles, what oil to put in it, all the good stuff that some customers don't know and don't want to take it to just anybody to work on their car, especially because they're out of state. We like to give them a maintenance schedule and tell them specifically if they take it somewhere what to do to it and what oil to use. So listen to this bad boy at idle.
Supercharger, worked it loose, got it off like they planned. Now Frankie's gone, but Noah jumps in, helping Dan build it back better than he can. Magnuson 2650, here we go. More boost, more power, let the horsepower grow. Wrenches are turning, everybody knows this thing's about to put on a hell of a show.
Alright, those of you that follow our channel, or at least watch a lot of my videos, you'll hear me say, like, there's a lot of different ways we can make 1,000 horsepower out of these LT4 platforms. So again, depending on where you live, what you're gonna do with the vehicle will determine what package we choose for you. We just did another white one last week. The customer lives in a state that can only get 91 octane. So we went ahead and kept the factory blower on it. We ported it, and we used the money, instead of buying the Magnuson 2650, we used the money for a fuel system so he could run E85 to make over 800. I think it made like 850 to the wheel. Because of the 91 octane of where he lives, it just made more sense for him to spend the money on a good fuel system to be able to run 91 octane when he wants to cruise. Then when he wants to race it, he can put E85 in the tank and make over 800 to the wheel. I think it was like 850, and have a good running car. We did, I think, heat exchanger and a few other little mods to it, but it made really good power because of where he lives. If this customer can get 93, he wants to be able to put 93 octane in it. 800 rear wheel horsepower was more than enough for his goal. Again, he just wants to have a car that he can drive and enjoy, sounds good, very reliable, every once in a while make 60 to 130 blasts, and we gave him just that. So if you have an LT4 out there, whether it's a ZL1 Camaro or a C7 Z06, go to our website, fill out an inquiry, or just give us a call at the shop and we can walk you through the options. Because like I said, there's several different ways we can get you 1,000 horsepower. It really just depends on what you plan on doing with the vehicle, and we will point you in the right directions to get you there. In my opinion, if I had a C7 Z06 here in Houston with this heat, I would want the 2650 on it, even on pump gas like this, our 1,000 horsepower package, full heads and cam. Let it make 830, 850 to the wheel on 93 octane. Enjoy it, beat the hell out of it. If I want more, like this customer wants more horsepower, then he can spend money on more fuel system, put E85 in it. We can do DI only, and get 900 of the wheels out of it on E85, it'd be maxed out on DI only, or we could do port injection on it, and this thing can make 1,000 to the wheel, which would be 1,200 flywheel horsepower. So again, just depends on what the customer plans on doing with the vehicle, determines the package that we go with or what parts we use to get that package right for him. And this customer, like I said, this one turned out phenomenal. This car drives really nice. You can tell it's very clean with the Toyos on the back of it. I could probably turn traction control off, but I'm gonna leave them on just because I want to be safe. But we can go from a second gear roll. Second gear hooked up and went. Now it is 100 degrees outside and this thing just pulls. I put it in manual mode, downshifted the gear I wanted, stabbed it, and with the way we tune the transmission, it auto upshifts all by itself. So I don't have to watch the tack and hit the tap up button. And this thing hauls ass. Like I said, your average guy, some average car pulls up next to you, this car is gonna smoke them. Unless they have some crazy 1,000 rear wheel horsepower set up on Racecraft or E85, this thing's gonna beat 98% of the cars on the road. 800 of the wheel is no joke, especially when you have traction. Let's go ahead and let's do one more. This thing runs really good. And this will be consistent. Again, 100 degrees outside with a 2650 on it. Again, we have this one tuned very conservative because the guy wanted it to be very reliable. We could have made more power with it. Again, there's no, in my opinion, there's no need to, like, I think y'all saw the dynographs, it'd be like 790 something. We could have made probably 820 with it, 815 with it. There's just no point in turning it up just to put it on the edge for that extra dyno number, when I know it can leave like this and do what we just did over and over again and be reliable. Some shops, they might put the cars on a little bit more of an edge than we do. I just want the customers to have cars that are reliable. Now, if this customer said, I'm gonna go to this 60 to 130 event a lot and I need to be as fast as possible, then yes, I will put it on the edge for him just for that reason. But again, it's for customers that are just weekend toys. I want to keep them nice and safe for them. Traction control on, of course it spun, but the traction control kept us in one lane. It just pulled a whole bunch of timing. It let us accelerate. I could drive it really easy. Didn't feel like I was out of control. Fun as hell to drive. 1,000 flywheel horsepower. Again, you get the best of both worlds. Very reliable, street car. Still has the factory dual mode muffler so I can make it quiet or loud when I want. Just an all around, again, in my opinion, one of the perfect packages we offer for the LT4 platform, because again, he has 800 of the wheel now, and if he wants more, there's still a lot more to go if he wants it. But it drives so good, it shifts so good. The car's super clean. I like the white with the E-Ray style wheels on it. Again, we put the Toyos on it all the way around. It looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal. So I'm gonna get this thing back to the shop. Those of you that watch the channel, I greatly appreciate it. Please comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this video and other videos. If y'all want me to do other things in the future, please give me some ideas of stuff y'all would like to see. And if you own an LT4, if you don't own an LT4, if you know someone that owns a C7 Z06 or a Z01 Camaro, please share this video with them. It'll hopefully give them the knowledge to maybe think about adding more performance to their vehicle. And even if they don't go with us, they can understand what we do to achieve these kind of goals. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Until next time.